Ah, man, you know, AB, All Right Beer, Anheuser-Busch, Adrian Broner shares some Boxingego, little screenshot. Stay tuned. Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. July 29th, it's going down. Now, as of right now, a lot of people ask me, hey, where do I get tickets? Tickets aren't on sale because they have not officially announced the venue. Some people speculate Barclays, but that's not a guarantee. It's not set in stone. It's all speculation at the moment. As soon as they announce officially on Premier Boxing Champs or Showtime Boxing, I will let you guys know per usual. So you might as well hit the subscribe button now. As far as the fight, it's a good fight. You can make a case for either fighter as far as I'm concerned, unless you're super biased and you hate Broner or hate Mikey Garcia. I think both guys have a shot. And this is why we like championship level boxing, because both guys have that choice. Now, shout out to AB. Oh man, you know, about billions. He just promoted and shared something from the Boxingego brand, and we appreciate it. And if you go to his social media, he has a verified Instagram account, 662,000 followers, and you'll see the boxingego.com watermark. And he posted a picture from a video that I shot when I was in Cincinnati. I was at his last fight. I covered his last fight. And he posted, when Robert Easter Jr. and I win our next fight and don't have a scratch on us, now we laugh into the bank. June 30th, hashtag July 29th, which is their fight dates respectively. I made a video about it yesterday. Robert Easter, he's looking sharp in training. Toledo hometown fight against a dangerous level of competition. And I said, you got to shout out, you got to give props to About Billions, because win, lose, or draw, it does not look like these guys are ducking any fades, any challenges. You know what I mean? Easter Jr., he's taking a fight against, like I said in that video, against a guy who beat another About Billions fighter. You know what I mean? This is the boxing stuff. I want to pay my respects to Daniel Twitch Franco. But if you look at his situation, he was being promoted by Rock Nation. He still is promoted by Rock Nation, and he was supposed to be the next big one. But he had back-to-back setbacks. Not back-to-back, but in a short period of time, he had KO losses. Now he's in a medically induced coma. You know what I mean? Earlier, he lost to Chris Martin, who Gary Russell beat down. You know what I mean? Gary Russell Jr. And then later, Daniel Twitch, who was a rising, talked about prospect trying to become a contender. He got stopped, and then in his last fight he got some kind of like a brain bleed. You know what I'm saying? So you guys gotta give it up. Everybody looks like, obviously within reason, like Canelo, Liam Smith. All right, we know what that is because Canelo's clearly showed us skill. But if you know, you have to know boxing to understand and feel what I'm talking about. I made the video yesterday and someone's like, what's a Shafikov? Like, you can't be mad because you don't follow boxing enough to know the people without the gigantic names. You know what I mean? I know who Shafikov is. You know what I mean? I know who Jamel Herring is. If you don't know these people and these players, it's not really a testament or a failure of the fighter. It's a failure on your behalf because you don't know shit about boxing. And I'm not saying if you don't know a couple fighters, you don't know shit about boxing in general, but it's always the people in the comment section, the peanut gallery, with the smart aleck comments, and it's really just showing how little boxing you know. You're probably a casual, you know what I mean, because you don't know these guys. Oh, what's a Shafikov, man? The only reason you don't know is because you don't watch boxing, because you would have seen or at least heard about his name. You would have heard or seen his fight with Rances Bartholomew, his fight with Richard Comey, his fight with, like I said, About Billions is Jamel Herring. So don't get mad at other people or the fighters because you don't know enough about boxing to know what's popping in each division. You know, oh, who's Gary Russell fighting? Who's Oscar Escandón? Like, that's what the detractors do in an effort to make certain fighters look horrible, like they don't want to fight top level competition. But if you look at the lightweight picture, right, then you'll know what type of fight this is. And this is a scrappy fight. Denis Shafikov can scrap, but so can Robert Easter. But again, shout out to About Billions. Like I said, man, whether you're picking Mikey or Adrian Broner, one thing you can't deny, unless you're just a pure hater and you don't care how much hate bleeds through your pores, Broner can sell a fight. And he's already started. He's actually been more, I think maybe because Adrian Granados, they were sparring partners before, so he didn't have super ill will towards him. I'm not saying he has that versus Mikey Garcia, but he's been on the loudspeaker a lot more and promoting this fight early. You know what I mean? Calling him Mickey Mouse and I'm gonna beat that ass, and these motherfuckers can't fuck with me. He's been selling the fight. So you guys can say whatever you want, but like I said, and I challenge you guys in the comment section to debate this out. Name an About Billions fighter that looks like they're ducking fades, at least like the top level guys. You know what I mean? Rashid Warren, he was taking top level competition. That's why he had that loss, a close loss. Then he came back and rematched the dude. He put everything on the line, right? Robert Easter, he fought a guy with like a 92% knockout ratio in Richard Comey, who was they were the highest ranked guys. That's how they fought for the vacant IBF. So, of course, the big fights, I want to see Robert Easter, Mikey Garcia, but Mikey Garcia is occupied fighting big bro, Adrian Broner. So you got to be realistic. Jorge Linares, I haven't really heard, you know what I mean? It's just so funny how this boxing shit works, but I've been in the game too long. Jorge Linares, he's solid. He's a good fighter. Me, I would pick Easter Jr. to tax Jorge Linares. That's just my opinion. I mean, he can give him issue and stuff, but I think when it comes down to the trenches, the way Easter Jr. fights and what he likes to do is, to me, is going to break down Jorge Linares. You know what I mean? Because Linares, as beautiful as his boxing skills are, he doesn't show that he likes that. Like, Easter got dog. Like, I'm telling you, man, like, some of you guys don't understand. Maybe it's a Bay Area thing, but certain fighters, they got that dog in them. Canelo, I see dog in him. And just in layman's terms, what dog is when the going gets tough, win, lose, or draw, you got that extra gear you could bite down. Broner has dog in him, because if he didn't, Maidana would have knocked him out, but he didn't. He knocked him down and hurt him, but he didn't knock him out. You look at it, it's so funny. Man, I could go off on this if I really want to. You look at known quote-unquote warriors in the sport of boxing, Josecito Lopez, Jesus Soto Caras. When you think of those names, you're like, yeah, Soto Caras is fighting Kamagai. He's a warrior. He's fighting Maidana. But you got to look at it. Broner gets slandered for not being a warrior, right? And being a clown and a joke. But at the time, Maidana knocked out like 3 people in a row before he fought Broner. But he hurt Broner, couldn't finish him off. And Broner was the little dude. He was the guy who moved up 2 weight divisions. You feel me? That's different. Soto Caras had been fighting at 47 and still got stopped by Maidana. Some guy in Argentina who was just a random feel-good fight got stopped. Josecito Lopez, go look at BoxRec. He got stopped. And people say, like I said, Soto Caras is a known warrior. Yeah. Josecito, known warrior. And Josecito hurt Maidana. He numbed his leg or whatever happened in the fight, and he still got stopped. You know what I mean? So, shout out to the About Billion squad. And I'm not on anybody's payroll, because I know a lot of y'all idiots be leaving stupid comments. Oh yeah, you're on their payroll. I'm on Google, YouTube payroll. Best believe that. Contact them if you don't believe me, right? We do numbers. So I'm not on anybody's payroll, but I do call it how I see and how I see fit. And like I said, I don't condone everything Broner's ever done, but I give people a fair shake. And you got to give the whole squad that I've seen their P's for fighting. Mikey Garcia, like, he's an undefeated fighter. He has more fights, a few more fights than Broner, and he just knocked out someone brutally. And Broner, even though Mikey Garcia is moving up, he's taking the challenge. He's risking once again his resume. He's risking his namesake, because let's say he has another performance like Sean Porter where he loses majority of the rounds. That's not going to look good for a guy coming up, and then if he beats you like that, in that fashion. You know what I mean? So Broner, like I said, I don't agree with everything he does, throwing change at Walmart, and I'm AB, I don't need no change. Like, all that, that's whatever. But too many people in this weak ass society, what they do is they confuse the man from the fighter. Oh, but Floyd beat his girlfriend, man. Like, you, first of all, you weren't there, you don't know. There's two different stories, and you would just assume because one, you weren't even in court, you don't even, you know, his ex-girlfriend's testimony. You just want to believe that is what happened. You know what I mean? It's not like Ray Rice where everyone could see, you have eyes, what happened in the elevator. This is some behind the scenes, he said, she said shit. But naturally, since you hate Floyd, then he's guilty no matter what. But let that be Vasyl Lomachenko and had a domestic issue with his girlfriend. Then all of a sudden, oh, Lomachenko would never do that. He's way too skilled to do, you know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all are fake. You know what I mean? And you confuse, like I said, you confuse the man from the fighter. Like, you bring up Broner's personal life, which he's in the spotlight. So of course there's things that you could pick out and say, oh, I don't really like how he does this. I get that, that's fine. But from his fight game, I mean, he's not really getting embarrassed by many dudes. And the only guys you can, I guess, say that quote unquote embarrassed him were guys who were clearly bigger than him. So to otherwise proven wrong, the Bout Billion squad is ready for them scraps. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. But I'm looking forward to it. July 29th. Let me know what you think. Shout out to Broner for that repost. Like I said, the brand, we appreciate any type of exposure from these fighters, and we give them their fair shake. That's why we move up the ladder, and it just is what it is. People can stay mad. Make sure you share the video, like the video. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.